doing a video because of I recently tried some groups on Facebook, and I was alarmed by the information that that is out there for people that want to become traders. Um, and I try to help and direct some of them, but it's just too difficult because there are so many people out there selling stuff and trying to get your money. And so this video is directed for people that want to become traders or want to invest or want to explore this universe. I've been trading for 3 or 4 years, and I know a little bit about what to do. You can see on my other videos, and think for yourselves to know make your own decisions if I know what I'm talking about or not. I'm not selling anything here, just trying to orient people that are coming to this universe and helping them find their own path. So I'm gonna show some risk disclaimers, not because I need, because I'm not in the US, but just to let you know that well, there's a risk of losing your money or more than your account in Forex or in trading, and that past results are not an example of future results. I wanted to know to help you find out how to really make money in stocks and Forex, and of course how to avoid scams because they're out there. And I'm going to be talking about the truth, the mentor, and these are only topics. I'm not going to explain everything. Just I want to I want just to send information your way so you can go on with your own time and your own resources, finding each answer for the questions that hopefully you will have after watching this video. So the truth, the mentor, the investment, what is that direction of the market, how to know where price is going, how to trade that movement, and the importance of discipline. So the truth. You see online there, everybody's selling something, everybody's a millionaire, and everybody has a lot of things to show, and and I wanted to show you this car, and I also wanted to tell you that this is not my car. I do have a car. It's not the car I wanted. The car I would love to have would be this one, and that's the truth. And with the sunroof, so I can put the surfboard on. But really, if you go to groups like Forex, trading group, and other groups that have 30,000 subscribers, what you see daily is this: make $2,000 a day, or give us your phone number, your email, and we'll tell you what to do. 50,000, 50 euros no deposit, you'll get withdrawals after two lots. And two lots, it's quite a bit. And what they'll do is they'll give you the 50. You will never trade those two lots in the month they will give you. So this is these are only things to attract you to the idea that making money is easy. And it's not that hard, but the hard part is getting to uh, to consistent to be consistent, and to be consistent is not giving money to people you don't know that are somewhere in the world. And I've read on the same pages people that lost their money, and and one a couple of weeks ago I was just talking about binary options with somebody, and saying uh, giving my opinion on binary options, and a week later some guy said, well, I just got stiffed with $10,000. I gave $10,000 to the company, and then I lost everything. And you'll see a lot of binary binary promotions here, and be aware of binary options. Know that they're not part of the market. Just let the ambulance go away. Know that they're not part of the market. They're not regulated. They are kind of they are a game, and they'll tell you that you'll make 80% or 85% or 87% on your investment. And it is true, you will make 80% if you win on your investment. But in the case of binary options, what that means, like this, IQ options, what that means is that if you invest $10 and if you win, you will get $18. You will get what you invested plus 80%. And that sounds good. But if you lose the $10 instead of the you lose the whole thing. You lose the $10. So your expectancy is always negative. You're investing more than you aim to gain in that trade. So does that make sense? I mean, I'm risking $1 to make 80 cents. I'm risking $10 to make $8. Does that make sense? Or would it make more sense to invest $1 to make 2, or $1 to make 3, or $1 to make 10? What makes more sense to you guys? For me, is having the best risk reward possible. Would mean risking $1 to get 3. That would mean that for every win I had, I could lose 3 trades, and I'd still be at break even. I could win 1, lose 3, and I wouldn't lose money. If on the other hand, with binary, if I lose 2, I need 3 just to be back to break even, more or less. So a lot of promotions of binary options, many mentors looking for clients, and this is something that scared me, uh, and there was no way to. There's just no way for me to write to everybody, so I'm putting the video out there. And the mentor. The mentor should be someone that you search for. It doesn't make many sense to me that mentors are out there looking for clients. If they do that, it means that their business is mentoring. It's not trading, it's mentoring. And if their business is mentoring, are they really making money trading? I mean, if I was profitable trading, I wouldn't be losing my time trying to get clients to mentor, would you? If I was making money, I would be concentrating in making money. And in the time I was not trading, like the weekend, like right now, I'd be doing something else, like making a video or going surfing if there wasn't a storm outside, or going diving or enjoying life. Uh, that's what I plan on doing just after finishing the video. I'm not gonna sit during the weekend on Facebook, copy paste my texts so that I can attract investors. And an investor should be somebody that you agree with, somebody you understand, somebody that sees stuff that you can see. For example, my area has always been a graphic in nature, so I look at uh, the price action, and I see patterns. I see patterns everywhere. I see triangles, I see rectangles, I see head and shoulders, I see everything. Would it make sense for somebody that has a very difficult uh, that's hard for them to see these images to be mentored by me, or would it be? And I'm not mentoring anybody, so I'm not selling anything. I don't want to mentor anybody because I don't have the time. Um, but you should look for a mentor that has that can see things and can translate them to you. I mean, if I was a mathematician and I would look at price in a mathematical way, it wouldn't make sense for somebody that had no idea, no mathematical capacity to come and ask me to teach them something that would be very hard for me to learn. So try and find mentors that you agree with, you feel that they understand and they can translate the market to you. You don't need, I mean, this was my chart some time ago, and hope, luckily, I'm very clean now. And this is not even the worst. I had indicators everywhere. Um, but now I tend to have a cleaner chart, and this is the same chart, or it's AUD CAD, 1 hour, and 27 November. So 27 November here. So it's the same chart, just a little moved to sideways, but it's the same thing. So in my case, I would prefer a mentor that could see what's happening here and didn't need every line to tell them. And the mentor could be anything, could be a book, could be 2 books, could be 50 books, could be videos, could be courses, could be anything. In my case, I've read many books. I've seen a lot of videos. I mean, in book-wise, I've read, I don't know, almost 100, I think. And videos, well, I've seen them all. I've tried everything, and I'm happy to say that I'm close to where I want to be. But it takes time, and my mentor has been time. Time has shown me what's wrong, what's good, what works, what doesn't work, and 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 it's time you need. You don't need somebody to tell you stuff that they don't use, because if they were using it, they will be trading. Um, you can have somebody or some book to help you get there faster, but something that you will. I mean, the thing I'm trying to say is that you can learn how to trade without a mentor, but you cannot learn how to trade without time. And it's time that is going to teach you what is good and what is wrong and what works and what doesn't. And it's not as quick as the guys on Facebook or anywhere else, or on YouTube ads, or it's not as quick. It's not give me 15 minutes and I'll teach you how to trade for your life, for the rest of your life. It's not like that. You need time. You need to test it. You need to lose money. You need to win money. You need to want to win more and then lose some more, and it's all part of the process. What mentors do is they get paid by you. So, and even if they're trading, they get part of that money that you pay them to trade, and they probably lose them. So they're not the best way. You need to sit down on the computer and look at price and understand why it went up, why it went down, why it got there reversed. Then the other question is, how much should I invest? Like the other guy on Facebook that lost $10,000. Did it really make sense to invest $10,000? And if it did, was that the best platform to invest the $10,000 in? It wasn't. That's why he lost it. So to start, you should invest nothing, or invest in books, or in time, looking at videos, looking at charts, doing a demo account, and staying on that demo and reading books and watching videos and talking with friends or making friends until you know what you're doing. And only then, when you know what you're doing on demo, you should invest. And even then, how much should you invest? And that has been a question that has haunted me for some time. How much should I invest? Um, I'm an architect by profession, and I love architecture, and I've loved architecture since some years before I went into university, and I love thinking about space and areas and structure and forms, and I've worked in many projects. I had the luck to be able to work by myself, and I see a lot of people investing in business. I work for them. I design stuff, and for me, as an architect, it's a very big responsibility to have that uh, to give them a result that will help them get a return on their investment. And I've had people looking to invest, for example, in a restaurant, and they had no idea what a restaurant was, how it should be run, and even more alarming, how much it would cost to open a restaurant. So the thing is, the, these people I talk about in the rest of the restaurant, they were about to invest about 80 to 100,000 euros in a business that they had no idea what they were doing, no idea how much um, the the salaries would be, uh, how much they would spend in electricity and licenses and everything. But they were still willing to ask the bank for 100,000 in order to experiment, to risk. It was not an investment in that case. It was a risk. Uh, I, and I try to orient them as well. But many times, most of the times, I get people that are doing investments, that they know what they're doing. They know what the result the expected result will be. So if you were doing a restaurant and you did know what you were doing, or opening a store or any business, you'd invest something. You'd get your money you have in the bank, you see how much you could part with, and you'd invest. And that's what you should do for yourself, because this is a business. And how much would you invest in yourself? And you have to be realistic here. You shouldn't invest everything you have. Uh, and and that slogan that's out there, you shouldn't invest money you cannot lose. It's also not true. I mean, that thing that you hear out there, that you should not trade with money that you cannot afford to lose. Why think of losing? I mean, that's just the mentality of somebody that goes into the market and they don't know what they're doing, so they put some money into the market and they lose it, and well, that's okay because I could lose that money, and I've lost that money twice, and it's not something that I had to do. I didn't have to lose them all the money. I only had to spend more time on demo and spend more time uh, testing, live testing, not back testing, until I knew what I was doing. And only then I could answer this question: how much should I invest in myself? And it depends on each one. It's not $50 and you'll get a result of a return of 3,500. It's not that. It's not true. Uh, this is an answer. It's a question you have to answer by yourself. Only you know, and only you should know. I mean, you don't know. Don't have to go out there and tell some guy, I have 10,000. How much should I invest? Well, give me the 10,000. He'll say. It doesn't seem right. So to know how much you should invest, you need to know what the hell you're doing. And on demo, are you consistent? Is your strategy something that you're comfortable with? Do you have time for that strategy? Um, do you work another job? Can you manage your trades? Do you have the discipline to do everything? To be at the computer or the iPad or the mobile phone when you have to? Do you have the discipline to enter and to exit whenever you should? In other words, are you a responsible boss? Because you will be your own boss. And if somebody else is telling you what to do, and it's your money, who's the boss, really? And and if and to be a responsible boss, you need to know what you're doing, and you need to be consistent. You have to have a real strategy, and you need to have discipline. And to trade, as a start, we need to know, is it going up or is it going down? Are we buying or are we selling? And if we're buying or if we're selling, where is price going? And every book I read and every video I saw, almost everything was concerned about where do I enter? And it really doesn't matter where you enter. You can have, I mean, it matters where you enter, and I'll explain why, just to control the risk. But what really matters is where do I exit? Because that's where you're going to make money. So you need to know if is it up or down? Is it up or down? And this is the same chart from before, but just a little moved. Again, 27 November, ADCAD 1 hour. So where's price going? Is it up or down? And well, to know where it's going, you should have a top-down approach. You should look at higher time frames and know what price is doing. And I'm not explaining strategies here, just trying to put some questions into your heads. so you can look for information and answer them. So what is price doing here? Is it going up or is it going down? Um, well, you could see that there's a triangle here forming, but then is this moving down, and is it a continuation triangle? Is it a reversal pattern? What is it? And let's say that it's going up and you got somewhere in there. Where is it going up to? Is it going up to these highs, to these highs, to these highs? Um, and when I began trading, I would think it will break this line. There's nothing there, so it's going to the moon. And believe me, it's never going to the moon. And it's never going to hell. It's going somewhere. So, and this is something that mentors will hardly ever tell you. Some will tell you, but where should price be going? So, where is price going? Um, and how do you know that? That's what you should know. Where is price going? I mean, here are two trades I took last week. I entered here, I entered there, I exit both here. In independent of the profit, would it be different if I had entered here or here or here or here? I would still have made profit, or here or here. I would still have made profit, but what if I hadn't exited there? I thought, oh, it's going to break, it's going to go to the moon, and then boom, I'd be in a loss. So this is the hard thing to know. Where is price going to, and why is it exiting? Why is it reversing there? So look for a mentor that can tell you where to exit, or look for books that explain where to exit and how to exit and why you should be exiting there. Because in this case, I could have entered in all of these candles and I could have made profit just as long as my exit was there or somewhere here. Um, it so the exit is it's where the secret is. And how you determine the exit, well, that's something that has to be, you have to find out with your strategy. You have to test it, and you have to test it again, and you have to test it on the way up, you test it on the way down, and when it doesn't work, you have to find out why it didn't work. So here, in this case, the exit, was this the exit? Was this the extension, the Fibonacci extension, was that my exit? Or was it because of a higher time frame line or anything? But you do need an exit. And then when you get an exit, depending on the time frame, you should think about the spread, because if you have the your target at the exact price, well, depending on the spread and the time it gets there, you might not get out. So, but price is much cleaner like this, without lines, without things clogging up your field of vision. And here's something I want to show you to try and understand what is happening here. These are day dividers. And let's think about this. Price moves up, moves down, moves up. Price moves down, moves up, moves up, moves up, moves down. And what does this create? This is the 1 hour chart. So if we look at the daily chart, we would have something like this. This would be a red candle. This was a mistake. The next one will be red. So we had price moved up, moved down, moved up, and the body of the candle was from this. Sorry, this green area should be ending there. Anyway, next one will explain better. So we had a move down, made the low, move up, made the high, move to the close. Same thing again. 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 And this was something that for me was easy from the beginning. And because I'm an architect as well, and I look at things and I see the patterns, and I can look at the, one candle or two candles and see why what they would form if they were together. But to trade, you need to know what the probable direction is. Is it up or down? Know where to enter. But as we saw here, it really doesn't matter where you enter. I could have entered anywhere and I could have made profit just as long as I got out there. So let's scratch the know where you enter. It's important just to define risk. And because if you enter here, you'd probably have your stop below there. And if you entered here, you'd probably have your stop below there. And you see here was where it was. But then you need to know where to exit. And you need to know how much to risk and where to put the stop loss. And that's something that you need to study. Study in books and study in videos and study in demo. Risk your demo money, the money you can afford to lose, because the money you earn, the money you do have in the bank, you shouldn't think that that money you can afford to lose. And you need to have the discipline to do it and redo it and redo it again and again and again and again. And you need rules that you define. I mean, others can direct you into what to do, but you should define your rules, because it's your money, it's your time. You know what time frames you will be comfortable with. You know when you can trade, depending on your time zone. Do you want to trade London, New York? Can you trade London? Can you trade New York? Does it make you wake up in the middle of the night just to trade those times? You need to know how to analyze the market. Is it going up? Is it going down? And where is it going? Am I seeing patterns? Am I seeing what am I seeing in the price section? Is it consolidating? Is it expanding? What is it doing? Know the probable direction and of the time frame you're looking at, and you want to trade. You can trade off of the 15 minutes, and your direction could be the 1 hour, 4 hours of the daily, or you can trade the daily, and your direction would be the weekly or the monthly. Well, and it depends on the time you have available for trading. And most of all, you need to know where to exit. That's the hard thing to do. And that's just the tea. Forget about that tea. It was made this morning. And you need to enter at an area where your risk is defined, and where you are comfortable with that risk, and you know how much you would lose in case the market doesn't go your way. And who defines these rules? It's not indicators. This is some chart I took off the internet. What defines the rules of entry and exit? It's not indicators. I mean, you may have this Christmas tree here, but it should be you. You should know what you're doing, and you should know where to enter and where to exit, independent of these things. Anything you see, there are calculations on high, open, close, and low. So you have 4 values. Each candle has 4 values. And then you can add them, multiply them, add them and subtract, add them and divide them, and whatever you do. They're really all showing mostly the same thing. Up, down, up, down, up, down, all in the same area. So what defines the rules are not indicators. It's you. And with this, I'll finish this video. And well, hopefully I just sent you some, at least helped some of you guys not going into Facebook and giving money to scammers and people that really don't trade and live out of the money people that want to trade the market or think that it's easy to go into the market and make money. Give them. So before you give money to anybody or put into any account, just do a demo and test it, and do a demo with an account that's real. Don't do 100,000 euros demo when in fact you would only be trading 1,000 euros. And do it and redo it and redo it and lose that account. Take it to zeros and then do another one. And take that one to zeros and do another one until you don't take the to zeros. That's the only way you're gonna make money. It's not quick. It's not give me $300 and you'll make 5,000 by the end of the week. It's not like that. It can be like that, or if you're good, if you're consistent, but it takes time, and that's the main investment you have to make. It's time. If you have time and you invest it, then a small amount of money with more time will bring you a lot of money. So thank you, and hope it was insightful. Bye.